Chiefs Kingdom. Big news dropped, and it changes the whole feel of Monday night. I'll tell you the headlines first and then break down exactly why this matters for the Chiefs. Quick favor before we start. If you're into daily Chiefs updates and want this channel to keep growing, hit subscribe. We're pushing for 6,000 subscribers, and smash that like button if you want more breakdowns like this. All right, here's the headline package. Washington confirmed that Jayden Daniels is out for Monday night with a low-grade hamstring strain. Marcus Mariota is starting. On defense, Dorrance Armstrong suffered a season-ending ACL. On our side, the Chiefs reported Trey Smith missed practice with back spasms. Kareem Hunt was limited with a bone bruise in his heel, and Josh Simmons is away dealing with a personal matter. Andy Reid says it's not a negative situation, and the team is in contact with him. So why is Daniels being out huge? Daniels is the engine of the Commanders' offense. He extends plays, he creates for the run game, and defenses have to account for him on every snap. Marcus Mariota is a veteran with a history against Kansas City, sure, but he's not the same playmaker in the pass game that Daniels is this season. That alters Washington's risk profile. Fewer explosive throws, more predictable play calling, and a heavier reliance on the run. Now, losing Dorrance Armstrong on defense is a big blow for Washington's edge rush. That weakens their ability to pressure Patrick Mahomes with pure rush, which in turn gives the Chiefs more time to execute. Put those two items together, backup QB and less pass rush, and the matchup tilts for Kansas City, at least on paper. On the Chiefs' injury front, the Trey Smith back issue is the one that makes me pause. Interior line health matters when you want clean pockets and a steady run game. If Trey is limited, there's stress on replacements and the run game flow. Kareem Hunt's heel bruise looked like it limited him late. Versus the Raiders, Andy Reid called it short-term, but limited snaps for Hunt changes how you split backfield work and how defenses plan. And Josh Simmons' situation, the team has said it's personal and not negative. The Chiefs are supporting him and we do too. No need for wild speculation. I'd rather see the team hold strong and give him space. Okay? Quick interaction. Type KC in the comments if you still think the Chiefs win Monday. Type W if you give Washington the edge. Also, vote real. Quick. Do you think Mariota is easier to pressure than Daniels? Yes or no? Here's the short takeaway from that opening. Washington is weaker without Daniels and Armstrong, which increases Kansas City's window to control this game. But the Chiefs must manage their own health issues up front. Now let's dig into how Washington's roster changes the matchup. Bottom line, losing Jayden Daniels and Dorrance Armstrong forces the Commanders to lean into more predictable football. That helps the Chiefs. But only if Kansas City plays smart. First, Marcus Mariota. He's a veteran who can move and make plays with his legs, and he's had success against KC in the past. But he's not Jayden Daniels this season. Daniels is the matchup creator. He extends plays, threatens with designed run package options, and open field ability changes defensive priorities on every snap. With Daniels out, Marcus becomes the game manager version of their offense more often. The coach will call more conservative throws and rely heavier on the ground game and quick completions instead of improvisational explosions. That matters because Washington is built to run the ball. With Daniels, they still averaged a lot of QB run and red option stuff. With Mariota under center, the Commanders actually run the ball more than ever. When Marcus starts, they run roughly 34 times a game. Translation: you can expect them to lean on the run game even more, and that means you need to be prepared to stop the ground attack early and often. Who Washington will hand the ball to? Their stable of backs, the rookie who's been productive but fumbling at bad times, plus Jeremy McNichols and Chris Rodriguez Jr., will carry the load. The rookie has been efficient, averaging over 5 yards per carry at times, but he's also shown a fumbling tendency in recent games. That's a concrete vulnerability you can attack with strip drills, tight ball security pursuit on tackles, and play calling that forces them into contested pockets. On defense, Losing Dorrance Armstrong is a major drop-off in edge pass rush. Armstrong was a consistent pressure force. Without him, their ability to generate sacks with base personnel is reduced. That gives Mahomes more time to operate and reduces the chance of early, game-changing pressure. If the Chiefs can't get consistent four-man pressure, the absence of Armstrong combined with Mariota's conservative passing gives Kansas City a favorable window to exploit mismatches. So what should you watch for during the game? Washington will try to dominate time of possession with runs. The Chiefs must maintain gap discipline and tackle well in space. Mariota will target short to intermediate completions. Force him into third and medium or longer where his conversion rate under pressure is weak. Watch the rookie back's ball security. If the Chiefs bring consistent tackling and turnover hunting, you can create swing moments. And with Armstrong gone, Kansas City's protection schemes and quick passing game get extra room to operate. Now that we've broken down Washington's lineup changes, it's time for what really matters: how Kansas City can win this game cleanly and convincingly. Let's start on offense. With Dorrance Armstrong out, Washington loses one of its most consistent pass rushers. That's good news for Patrick Mahomes, but it doesn't mean he can hold on to the ball all day. Their interior defensive line, especially the likes of Jonathan Allen and Darren Payne, can still wreck plays fast, so the Chiefs' game plan should revolve around quick rhythm throws, RPO looks, and plenty of motion to manipulate linebackers. Andy Reid and Matt Nagy can lean into pre-snap shifts and jet motions to test the discipline of Washington's defense. The Commanders have been known to bite on misdirection. That's a huge opportunity to get Rashee Rice and Marquez Hollywood Brown open in the flat or on quick slants that let them run after the catch. One player who could really tilt this game, Isaiah Pacheco. With Washington forced to respect Mahomes' arm, Pacheco can thrive against lighter boxes. Expect the Chiefs to use him both inside and outside zone, plus some screens to slow down any interior push. The key will be staying ahead of the chains. Avoid third and longs that let Washington blitz creatively and get favorable down and distance situations for Washington's backup QB. Now for the defense. The main mission? Make Marcus Mariota throw to win. That means first and foremost, stop the run. The Commanders' offense under Mariota has leaned heavily on the ground game, especially with their rookie back trying to find consistency. So the Chiefs' defensive line, led by Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, and linebacker Leo Chenal, has to dominate early downs, force Mariota into predictable second and third and long situations. From there, Steve Spagnuolo can get creative, disguise coverages, mix in simulated pressures, and confuse a backup quarterback who hasn't had many full-game reps. Mariota can hurt you with his legs, so contain lanes are crucial. Keep him boxed in, don't let him break contain, and make him throw from the pocket where his accuracy dips. And don't forget turnovers. That rookie running back's fumbling issues are a goldmine. The Chiefs' defenders should be punching at the ball every chance they get, create that momentum swing, and force Washington to chase the game. In short, the formula is simple. Offense with fast rhythm, Pacheco balance and exploiting mismatches, defense that wins the trenches, stops the run, and forces Mariota to pass, and special teams that protect field position and avoid gifting short fields. If Kansas City executes those three keys, they'll walk out of this game with another W and a chance to keep control of the AFC West. All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Now it's time for the fun part. We've talked about injuries, matchups, and game plans, but every NFL game comes down to those hidden moments. The unexpected players or subtle plays that completely change momentum. These are your X factors for Chiefs versus Commanders. Let's start with one of the biggest potential game changers, Kadarius Toney. He's been inconsistent, but if there's ever a time to bounce back, it's now. Washington's secondary is thin and has struggled with motion-heavy offenses. A few jet sweeps, quick screens, or end-arounds could get Toney going early. And once his confidence is up, he can be that spark plug who turns a 5-yard catch into a 30-yard highlight. Next up, Shamari Connor. The rookie safety continues to grow each week under Spagnuolo's system. With Mariotta's tendency to check down and hit short crossers, Connor's closing speed and tackling angles could be crucial. If he diagnoses those shallow routes quickly, we could see him create a turnover or force a key third down stop. In a game that may start slow offensively, those defensive stops will be gold. Another under-the-radar weapon? Noah Gray. While defenses key in on Travis Kelce, Gray has quietly become one of Mahomes' most trusted safety valves. With Washington's linebackers expected to crowd the box to stop Pacheco, the seams could be wide open. Don't be surprised if Gray picks up a few chunk gains off play action or two tight end sets. And speaking of Pacheco, he's always a factor, but this week, his attitude and toughness might be the tone setter. If he comes out running angry, punishing tacklers early, it demoralizes a defense, missing its best edge presence. Watch for those second effort runs where he drags defenders for extra yards. That's how you control the game tempo and make Mahomes' life easier. One more hidden X factor: special teams. Harrison Butker's reliability has been elite this season, but field position could be massive in this one. If Washington leans on the run and short passes, a few good punts from Tommy Townsend and disciplined coverage units can flip the field repeatedly. And that's the type of hidden battle that decides games like this. Bottom line, Kansas City has the deeper roster, the better coaching staff, and the quarterback who never lets up. But the Chiefs can't come in flat. The Commanders are desperate, and desperate teams can be dangerous. The X factors, from Tony to Connor to Pacheco, need to play sharp, fast, and focused. All right, final wrap. Here's the short version. This game is highly winnable for the Chiefs, but it's not an automatic W Washington without Jaden Daniels and Dorrance Armstrong is a less explosive team, which tilts the matchup toward Kansas City, especially if the Chiefs win the line of scrimmage battles and force Mariota to throw under pressure. That's the big conditional. Execute the keys, and this finishes as a comfortable victory. Don't execute, and backups plus a determined Washington run game can make it messy. My prediction: Chiefs, 27. Commanders, 14. I see Kansas City controlling time with a balanced attack, creating a handful of chunk plays from quick passes and play action, and the defense forcing one or two turnovers off the rookie back's ball security issues. That score gets the Chiefs to 5-3, and with a little help from the Broncos or Chargers this week, it could put KC in first place in the AFC West. Those division swings matter. Every win inside the division is a two-game swing in the standings, so this one is big. Quick recap checklist before we go. Daniels out, Mariota starts, Armstrong out for the season. Chiefs, Trey Smith questionable with back spasms, Kareem Hunt limited, Josh Simmons on a personal matter, but not a negative situation. Keys, stop the run, force Mariota to pass, use blitzes when needed, quick rhythm on offense, exploit mismatch windows with Rashee Rice, Noah Gray, and Pacheco. X factors: Kadarius Toney bounce back, Shamari Connor's tackling and coverage, Noah Gray as a seam weapon, and special teams field position. Engagement: I need you. Type post-game in the comments if you want a full takeaways video after Monday night. Also, type KC if you agree with the prediction, W if you disagree. And one more ask. Hit subscribe. We're pushing for 6,000 subscribers, and every new sub helps us keep doing breakdowns like this. Smash that like button and share this video with other Chiefs fans who want the best pre-game intel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you after Monday night for a full breakdown.